Valentine is absolute terminators in everything.
Defense be damned, these guys won on contract.
Here comes Aldrich. The Walking Dead is on his feet.
It's one of the greatest fights I've ever seen in Contender Series history. I'm signing both of them, and we don't do this, but I'm giving them both $25,000 bonuses too.
Welcome to the UFC.
Every day, you have a choice. Stay in your comfort zone or show up and push past your limits. Make excuses or make progress. Life is a fight. Stress, fear, and doubt. You are already in the ring. You just haven't realized it yet. Greatness is built in the moments that no one sees. The discipline, the resilience, the confidence to walk forward. You don't need a spotlight to become a fighter. You just need the courage to start. Live fearlessly.
25 a month for 5 whole years. Same sweet number in your ears.
Over last fall, Montreal last year, 3:15 a day. Winnipeg, Manitoba for the first time since December of 2017. For a UFC fight night, the first north of the border in 2026. Fight that was late coming together. Here we go with a couple of bantamweight prospects. A 135-pound staple from the great state of Minnesota, John Castanada, who serves as the UFC welcoming committee. He takes on recent Contender Series champion Horth, LeBlanc team.
John Castanada earned a victory on the first season of Dana White's Contender Series in 2017, but it took a few years before the Minnesota-based bantamweight found his way to the UFC roster. Now firmly established as an always-game 135er, he makes the short trip north of the border to kick off his 2026 campaign this evening. Despite landing on the wrong side of the scorecards in his Contender
What's Emeroni?
Series last year,
What's Emeroni transplant, Jameson? I never heard that before. Is that for your kidneys?
Tenacity were on full display in the most memorable fight of the season. Now, the 25-year-old newcomer looks to kick off his octagon run with another memorable showing in Winnipeg. Coming up next, John "Sexy Mexi" Castaneda squares off with UFC newcomer Mark Valentine.
Mark Valentine turns 26
All right, next
years
fight.
old today. Told me birthdays were always special for him. Growing up in St. Petersburg, Russia, his karate tournaments always seem to fall on or around April 18th. He's fought on his birthday several times, and he told me yesterday he's always won. Making his UFC debut right here in Canada, where his hero George St. Pierre made so much history. He told me he's not just searching
Mark
for the
Valentine
biggest and greatest birthday
making his way to the octagon.
He's looking to deliver one for the fans.
Thanks very much, Heidi. Mark Valentine, UFC start number 1. Laura, I'll start with you since you were front and center for that absolute slobber knocker on Dana White's Contender Series contract. Even though he didn't get the W, extra money, gotta feel good. Now it's time to prove it in the undercard.
That fight was so crazy.
Right.
It was so crazy. I was waiting for
What's it for, though?
His opponent was the one
Jameson?
who came out on top, but there were so many momentum swings in that fight. They were both so hurt. But I was waiting for his opponent to come back to do a post-fight interview. Instead, it was Dana saying, I'm sending both these guys straight to the hospital. I'm sending them both straight to the UFC, and they both get 25 grand. That never happens on this show. Now, normally, Mark Valentine is a little bit more calculated in the way that he approaches the fight. But he talked to us in the fighter meetings, and he said he learned from that fight that he's got that in it, right? He could go to those deep waters and not only go there, but thrive there. And that is a skill that I think you either have or you don't. And man, he has.
Oh, interesting,
this
Jameson.
might be a fight where he has to tap into it again.
That's such a good point, too, because in this sport, you've got to learn at some point, and it can be later down the line when you're fighting much bigger fights. For
Mark's at the checkpoint here getting Vaseline put on his face.
And you can learn that, oh, I have a he wants to be more polished tonight. He wants to go out there and be a sniper.
All right, kid's making his UFC debut.
Sometimes
Looks ready to go.
Since that fight, he moved to Las Vegas, trains at City.
Here's his opponent.
UFC Performance Institute of Valentine into the octagon for the first time. A fight that was late coming together.
John Castaneda from Dallas, Texas.
You know, he's from Minneapolis, Minnesota, a long time trained under Greg Nelson. Division II college wrestler at Minnesota State Mankato. And a really gritty fighter and a tough outlaw. He says, you know, hats off to Valentine and what he showed on Dana White's Contender Series. I don't think that's how he wants to fight. I don't think that's how he's going to fight me. And he plans to use his experience on 8 UFC fights in his back pocket to really control the pace and fight the fighter he wants.
Yeah, and listen, it's one thing to do it on the Contender Series. When you make your official debut and you're inside the octagon here in an arena, in Canada.
How's your health, though, Jameson? Everything's good?
It's a pressure situation. John Castaneda has been there. He's done that. And keep your hands up around this.
John has 8 wins by knockout, 6 by sub.
He's got the wrestling background that John Castaneda has. He's got one of the better head kicks that I've seen in a long time. Watching his fights back, even when he doesn't necessarily knock guys down, he hits their guard and he wobbles them. And then he can wrestle on top of that. More importantly, when he gets the fight to the ground, I know it's been a while since he's gotten a finish, and I'm sure he wants to go out there tonight, Laura, and get a finish. The submissions that this kid's has got 3 arm triangles, 3 rear naked chokes. So watch your back down there. If he gets on top, he'll ground and pound it to you, put that arm up, and he'll find that arm triangle.
He's good everywhere. Listen, I know he pays attention to your commentary in particular. I remember him saying that you had commented on if he would just sit down on his punches a little bit more. And I tell you what, when he fights his fight, Kyung Ho Kang, that matchup, he looks sensational. Put his combinations together, it's a real threat.
8 years separates these fighters. The 34-year-old from Minneapolis, Minnesota.
John 34, Mark 26. John 5'6", Mark 5'3". Both guys around the same weight. Reach advantage goes to John. John's 21 and 8, and Mark is 24. Mark is 12-4-1, and he's a dog. I can't talk to him. Catch weight 139 pounds, is what they're calling it.
His background is karate. At 5 feet 3 inches tall, he weighed individually 138 and 1/2 pounds. In 17 fights, his record stands at 12 victories.
He's only 5'3", holy shit. Plus 130 underdog.
Controls of Horth, Republic of Karelia, Russia. Here is Mark Valentine.
George St. Pierre apparently is his hero.
And across the octagon, his opponent in the red corner.
Go with the red corner. We got John in it. He's 28 and 1, 5'6", 139 pounds. Fighting out of Minneapolis, and he's the minus 160 favorite.
He fights in Minneapolis, Minnesota, USA. Here is John Sexy Mexi Castanada.
His nickname is Sexy Mexi.
In charge of the action is Jason Herzog.
Jason Herzog is the ref.
Referee Jason Herzog. Thank you very much, Chrissy Blair. Art Valentine. Happy birthday to him. We'll see how happy of a birthday it is. John Castaneda. It's his party.
Put your gloves and they take the center.
Black Valentine is impressed.
Mark is right on the outside. High kick there for John. Didn't land. Low kick didn't really land either for John. Jab didn't land for Mark. They trade low kicks. High kick attempt there from John. John's on the outside circling towards his right.
Pretty significant reach disadvantage as well for Valentine. I think it's 6 inches, if I'm doing my math right. But that's something he's battled with his entire career. He's always the shorter guy.
Ooh, good calf kick from Valentine.
Working into the pocket, finding his opportunities, blitzing in and out, and really figuring out the proper range to not get tagged up.
That's exactly what he had to do on the Contender Series fight.
Good inside leg kicks there, landed for John.
Castaneda is in that left, or excuse me, that right calf of Castaneda. You can see chances for a few seconds.
Clinch. Balding with his back against the fence. Fans there will boo.
Give him
It is 2 seconds.
give him a second. Let him work for a second. John Castanada decides to close the distance here.
And Balding reverses it.
Picks it up. So long he must hold on.
See, they're staying in the clinch still. Knee to the body there, they separate.
He's got a space. He's got a good move to receive. Roll around this opportunity.
Oh! Calf kick and he dropped him. And then they get up and then he lands
Yes, he is.
a calf kick and then John will land a calf kick. Oh, kicked him in the balls. Balding got hit with a low blow.
Trying to stay up for that. You got plenty of time. That would look pretty nasty. Not what you want on your birthday.
Getting kicked in the balls on your birthday. Let's see the replay.
Beautiful jab too.
Oh my gosh.
And that's the reason it sailed so far off target. So you got him.
Ouch.
That's there. It's an accident. Stay here. I'll do that again. Stay there.
Yeah, that one hurt. That was a bad one.
Right up the spooky upwards.
That was a 60-yard field goal right there.
We're in Canada. You got any hockey references?
It was,
You okay? You good? John, watch your kicks.
that's from the other end of the ice.
Clapper.
Well, if these corners suggested that referees all take a point, you just go stop.
Yeah.
If it happens again, maybe that's a different story.
Yes, absolutely.
Nice combination by Castanada who extended it.
Yeah, Castanada's got to try to hit and then get back on that move. Get out of the range. You stay in too close to the ball. Like you saw in the contender series, he'll start putting them together.
Both guys back in the center.
To deliver them right back to him.
Yeah, his blitzes are so good. Castaneda wants to stay late.
2:10 to go in the first.
Look for his takedown tonight.
Oh,
Quick right hand from Castaneda.
Counter hard. That was beautiful.
Castaneda landed a right hand there. Good calf kick from Balding. Ooh, good two-punch combo there from Balding.
Picked his spots.
Minute 40 to go in the first. Oh, spinning back kick. A wheel kick, rather. Partially landed for Balding. They clinch. Looks like John is going to try to get a takedown here. Balding's back against the cage.
It's smart for Castaneda. Keep mixing in his wrestling, even if it's just to keep the lefty guessing.
John is looking for the takedown.
And
Looking
he
probably
breaks
for a
up the
single
action.
leg.
He's not just sitting there. He did kickboxing fight with somebody with ball.
Balding going to reverse it. And then he'll circle on the outside.
Also, we're in the gas tank as well. Those fence wrestling exchanges sometimes don't look.
Throws a
like
jab
that.
for his troubles. Not a whole lot there. John landed a jab. Oh, both guys trading punches.
In Las Vegas, that syndicated so
A miss there for Balding.
former champion.
Oh, double jab landed there. Rocked the head back of Balding. A double jab from John.
Oh,
Ooh, body kick landed for John.
he responds every time he gets tagged. He just responds.
30 seconds here to go in the first.
You got to think Castaneda's probably aware.
Uppercut right hook missed for Balding.
I'm not going to sit here and just have a
Front kick to the body partially landed.
Exactly how he handles that type of situation in his last fight.
Calf kick landed for Balding.
Trying to hit, get out of range, mix it by wrestling.
Jab landed for John. Balding lands a jab for his troubles.
Final seconds of round one.
Inside leg kick landed for John. Oh! Rolling Thunder just missed from Balding. Landed a calf kick at the buzzer. All right. I don't know who won that round, but we're going to the second.
Get better
payouts this NBA playoffs on FanDuel. FanDuel, play your game.
Wow, Little Caesars.
Papa John's? Oh, Little Caesars.
Bacon, pepperoni, jalapeno, and cheese. This is perfect for sharing.
Oh, Sharon, I'm right here.
No, I said sharing.
Sharon, I'm over here. I'm Sharon. My name's Sharon. I'm Sharon. I'm over here. Sharon is my name.
Sharing.
Oh, you're sharing. Thanks, sweetie.
With 16 sticks
This is the commercial.
pepperoni, jalapeno, and cheese, Little Caesars 4-in-1 sticks is all the best sticks. Try them with dippable crazy sauce for only $7.99.
Pizza. Find out how a kid who came from a town with one soccer ball became UFC bantamweight champion. Morocco Alishwili.
All right, round 2.
All new episode. Coming up, Fighter with Megan O'Leary, available now on YouTube or wherever you get your podcasts. So a rolling thunderous end to that unremarkable Valentine.
Calf kick lands there for John.
Moves like rolling thunder.
Calf kick landed for Valentine, but didn't have a whole lot of steam behind it.
Trying to close the space on Castanada end of round 1.
The cage report has it 10-9, Valentine.
Asking him to put together a little bit more volume, string the combinations, but I think he really is going to have to address this lead leg at some point. Valentine continues to attack that, and if that lead leg starts to really suffer.
Ooh, 1-2 landed for Valentine.
Hard time with this movement, that's such a big part of what he's doing well.
Castaneda seems to tend to try to land some big counter combinations. That right hook.
And at the corner of Mark Bolo, Castaneda's retreating. That's when they really want to start to take.
Right hand partially landed for Valentine. Inside leg kick for John. Ooh. Body shot from Valentine, and then, some jabs being traded from both guys landing.
Something to know too is
Another jab there for Valentine.
So he's already had one foul with the cup check. So even if he pokes the eye, even though it's the first time he's poked the eye, I think Herzog's within his right to take a point to it. I'd be really mindful.
Being told to pull up, deep corners asking for a takedown.
2 calf kicks land there for John.
Seems to just want to stand and bang.
Nice.
Right hand landed for John.
It seems if Castaneda's moving forward.
There it is, the takedown for Valentine. He's on a single leg. Brought John down to a knee. John up on one leg.
Right back up, though.
Let's see what Valentine does here. He's got the leg table. Be careful you don't put yourself in a guillotine, kid. Standing guillotine attempt here for John. He doesn't have the angle. Valentine's gonna pick him up and slam him. John right back up.
Made a nice urgency to get back on the offensive.
Precarious situation here.
Try to step that head down.
On a single leg is Valentine. John's up, breaks away, and he's free. Valentine with his back against the fence. Both guys just right in each other's face. Pushing the jab out there.
Leading the dance. He's on the front foot.
Castaneda's starting to really
Inside leg kick landed for Castaneda. And a jab for John. Left hand just missed for Valentine. Then he came back with a jab, and then John lands an outside leg kick. Ooh. Oh, he got kicked in the balls again. He's saying, no, I didn't. I need to see the replay. Castaneda's mad. He's protesting that he didn't kick him low. We're going to check the replay here. Yep. Got him low again.
I think he hit a couple.
And he hit a right and a left hand, it looks like, after he got kicked in the nuts.
Again, Castaneda, you're just going until you told to stop. Then Herzog quickly jump in.
When you're ready, why don't we stand up, okay?
What do you think? You're taking a point.
Oh, for sure.
Certainly can make a case for it.
I think so. I think this is going to be the precedent.
Are they chanting take a point?
Yeah, take the point. Take the point. 2,000 to go.
Well, they're both clear.
It's done.
Yeah.
The cut, the snip, and you steer the.
Yeah. I like it. Listen,
It's not about intention, it's about affecting the fight.
and then she's got now that one penalty, not only that, kicked in his cup,
He had a couple shots.
he hit a couple shots afterwards. So at least even the playing field for him.
Ooh, right hand landed for John.
Exchange, perhaps Castaneda now turns
Kick to the body for John
I'm not
lands.
saying Castaneda's a dirty fighter. I don't think either one of them were intentional at all. But that's just how the game has to be played.
Left hook missed for Hall.
Well, these
Hold
are
it in.
frenetic exchanges where they're both switching stances, they're both kicking and punching and rolling. I mean, it's going to happen.
Now, if you're Castaneda, unfortunately, and as it should be,
Both guys putting the jab out there, not really landing.
Yep, and he's got a little bit of a hold.
A little over a minute to go in the second
Right as
round.
he was fighting his phone state. Yes.
More tight plum attempt here for Mark and nothing. We're going to clinch against the fence. Mark with his back against the fence.
Try to win this round so that no matter what, it's at least a draw. And then go out here.
Oh, spinning back elbow partially landed for John
Nice spinning
on the
elbow.
separation.
Great.
The first round was close, and Castaneda did some damage, but Valentine threw more strikes and landed more strikes in the first 5 minutes.
Good jab there from John.
Strong response in round 2.
30 seconds.
Yeah, that's what really is unfortunate about this round for both guys. You get fouled if you're Volantine twice. Now you're a big compromise. As a man who's fought in this sport, if you get kicked there multiple times in the fight, you start to feel a little queasy, a little uneasy. And for Castaneda, around here looking tremendous. And now, it's an even round.
Little right hand landed there for John.
So into the third round between these two bantamweights.
Right to the third round. I think Valentine
Castaneda.
has 2 rounds in the bag.
30-second break.
I think John's going to need a finish here.
Up here. It's the new world order. All episodes now streaming on Paramount Plus.
Okay. We gotta let it out, John. Hey. Well, during that break, Castaneda's corner told him he need to finish in this third round, especially after that point deduction.
Yeah, they assumed they dropped the first, and second was even at best. And honestly, when you look at Castaneda's last couple of fights, this round right now is pretty important.
This is a guy on his record as a finisher. It just hasn't been that as of late. He's dropped a few fights, hasn't really looked his true form. And in that second round, you see
Looked awesome.
glimpses
Yeah,
of what John Castaneda is capable of.
incredibly talented.
And even though this fight got put together relatively short notice, he looks to be in really good shape. And his corner is 100% right. Even if they ended up giving him that first round, don't think that way.
Yeah, exactly.
That's a draw round the second. You got to go out here and assume I lost that first round. I need to get this kid out of here. Oh, man. That came a little close. Watch that inside kick. That's a good combo.
Oh, good jab there from John.
That's all they're calling for.
Yeah, his corner's furiously asking him for him to
He did the body there for John.
big combinations. Don't let him off the hook. Just stay on him.
He did right here.
John is walking him down now. Landed a calf kick. Both guys landing punches.
He can't back up steps. No back up steps for Castaneda here.
Castaneda. Oh! Castaneda cracked him with a right hand.
This would be an
Mark is still there, though. Got his wits about him. Landed a left hand for his troubles, but John rolled with it.
He will start biting down and marching forward and throwing everything he has. Yeah, Castaneda not really looking for that takedown. He's just trying to keep himself in the position he wants to.
Good left hand there from John. Valentine on the outside.
Castanada working on that chin.
Ooh, he just ate a knee to the body and another one.
Castanada's doing really
Castanada's cracked him with a right hand and a left. Mark is backing away. He's going to shoot for a double leg and it's stuffed. Castaneda looking for a front choke here. Maybe a guillotine. No. Mark got out of it and they stand up.
I think it's smart for him to let him back up. He's dragging him on the feet.
Both guys are busted up now.
The combination found a hole in the left.
Yeah, Valentine doing a nice job of going to the body, going back upstairs, but his shots just don't seem to
2 minutes, 2.5 minutes. Oh, he cracked Mark in the nose, split it open.
Castaneda. A little slick right now, but he's got to make sure he answers back when he slips these shots. He's got to crack right back.
Yeah, immediately.
Oh, there's an answer back to pull-up beat.
2 minutes to go as Castaneda backs him to the
Castaneda do that spinning back elbow again from the clinch and missed. Cracked him with a right, did John, and then another right and a left, and he dropped him. Valentine down on his knees. He's in trouble here. Uppercut, uppercut, uppercut. Right hook. Shots to the body. Mark's in trouble. He ate another right hook. Oh, my goodness. He's got him on the ropes, folks. John with a great right uppercut and a right hook. Valentine is in all sorts of trouble. Ate a right hook. And a jab and a left hand. Valentine's trying to survive here in the clinch. He's in trouble. He's on wobbly legs. Ate a jab. He's got his eyes wide open. Oh, he had a right hook. Oh, he went for Rolling Thunder again and missed. And then he ate a jab when they got up from John.
It's a lot of energy to throw that type of move here in the third round.
Ate a 1, 2, 3. Oh, my God. Valentine in all sorts of trouble here. Rip it to the body. He's hurt. And now he's going to try to answer through a 1-2, but he had nothing behind it. Nothing behind it from Mark. And they're in the clinch with Mark's back against the fence.
He needs to break this clinch.
Oh, how about this? Castaneda says, let's stand on the hand.
Oh, my God.
Stop showing each other. It's not fight.
Mark is like, let's go. He's taunting him, and then they're throwing shots at each other. Oh, they're eating jabs and right hooks. Oh, my God. Valentine's got a jaw on him. Oh, right thunder. He landed it. And then get up.
That's 3 times from D.
He laughs about it. 10-second clapper. Oh, my goodness. This kid is crazy.
John Castaneda did exactly.
And he takes him down. Mark on top, and that's the end. What a fight. I think he'd give it to Mark. I think Mark won the first 2 rounds.
Castaneda responded strongly in the second.
It's either a draw or a Mark win, because remember, John had the point taken away from him in the second.
These scorecards will get him when we come back to Winnipeg. Breaks for him back.
That was a hell of a fight towards the end there. I'm saying it's either
Every parent wants
a W for Mark, or then I just call it a draw. I don't think John did enough to get a W.
It's to prepare them for it. One day they will have to face it on their own. Life will test them in ways you can't always see. And when it does, they'll have a choice to back down or to stand tall. We cannot fight their battles for them, but we can make sure they're ready for whatever comes next. Tiger Shawmans, live fearlessly.
25 a month, 5 whole years.
and at UFC America.
All right, let's see what the judges say.
Social coverage dedicated
You never know with MMA
as
judges
you've ever seen. Like,
nowadays.
share, comment, rebrand, and repost. All right, let's get the official decision. Here's Joe Martinez.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, after 3 incredible rounds of action, we go to the scorecards. Judge Baldwin sees it 29-27, Castanada.
29-27 for John.
Judge Bell and Judge Rogers both have it 28-28. This bout
It's a draw.
is a majority draw.
It's a draw.
Well, as you might expect, right? Because Valentine outlanded Castaneda in round 1. Castaneda very strong in rounds 2.
Majority draw.
Point deduction proves the difference.
Yeah, I mean the math is mathing on that. I'm not surprised that was the outcome, but I mean what a strong
I
performance.
was in there waiting for an
I know.
interview, and then when I left,
Oh,
I was like,
it's
oh,
up,
must
down. Yeah.
probably going to be a draw. Listen, it's funny. Just talking to some of the people from Bulldog Games, he thrives in this. He didn't listen to anything they were telling him to do. He just thrives in this fight. Said, okay, here's the scorecard. So,
Well, there you go. Majority draw 28-28 on either side. Laura Baldwin had round 1 for Castaneda, so that gave him a chance. But overall, it goes down as a draw. The world's top grapplers return to the bowl at UFC
All right.
BJJ 8 on May 21st. The main event is set. Reigning UFC BJJ bantamweight champ Mikey Musumeci will look to make his 3rd title defense against top-ranked bantamweight contender Kevin Dantzler. That's all the action live and free on the UFC BJJ 2 channel. Well, the boss at 125 pounds is still Valentina Shevchenko, but there are still a bunch of flyweights.
We got female fights coming up.
Is at stake next.
JJ
JJ Aldrich is long
Aldrich
here, sticking the flyweight division.
versus Jamie Lynn Horth.
Steps in with the veteran.
JJ 14-7.
Measures up.
I didn't see what the other girl's record is.
Now in her 10th year on the UFC roster, JJ Aldrich remains a perennial tough out for anyone stationed across from her inside the octagon. Coming off a decision win over Andrea Lee last March and having won 3 of her last 4, the Colorado native aims to kick off her 2026 campaign with another quality win tonight. On the other side, a former champion of both Battlefield Fight League and the LFA, Canadian Jamie Lynn Horth competes in her home country for the first time since beating Ivana Petrovic in Edmonton back in 2024. Entering on a 2-fight winning streak, the Squamish British Columbia product looks to set the tone for the home team tonight by turning back Aldrich and taking another step forward in the flyweight division. Coming up next, JJ Aldrich battles Jamie Lynn Horth.
I bank with a big bank, with a big logo and big fancy branches.
And I bank with Borrow and have a free bank account.
And seriously? Free? What about monthly fees?
Sure.
Minimum balance fees?
Nada.
Okay, Borrow has no branches. How do you get cash?
Borrow has over 40,000 free ATMs and I can deposit cash at CVS for free.
Wow. I got a free keychain.
And I have a free bank account. Get started today at borrowmoney.com.
No matter how you play your game, sometimes the best play is a pause. Or you can look back at how you played, how much you played, and choose how you want to play next. Take a pause. Play with the plan.
When you dedicate your life to saving others, don't you deserve something dedicated to you? We think so. That's why the government chose AT&T to build FirstNet, a one-of-a-kind nationwide network for first responders. We put first responders first because their connection changes everything.
Thank you both for coming in. I'm a bit worried about Doug Jr. I know how important Liberty Mutual is to your family.
Not customized car insurance to save people hundreds.
Right. Well, Doug Jr. keeps writing this.
Oh, this Jr.
Well, at least he spelled insurance right?
He did not.
only paying for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
How'd you guys get out of work? Some guy said he'd do it for a case of Bud Light.
Wait, what guy?
It's on!
I'll let you know this call may be recorded for quality assurance purposes.
Anything for Bud Light, the official beer sponsor of UFC.
At Four Legs Sauce, we know a thing or two about riding a car, getting thrown around, doing everything you can to be on top of the dust leaders. That's why we're American made, hand welded from tough stainless steel, and guaranteed for 1,000,000 miles. With more power, towing, torque, and fuel economy sounds as good as this. Head over to Borla.com. Sound like heaven. Go like hell.
$10 for large, $10 for any 3 toppings, $10 for your choice of hot crust. Let our new garlic parm hand toss, because there's crust and then there's hot crust. The crust you crave, only $10. Order in the Pizza Hut app.
4 wins in a row.
Welcome back. You're looking at JJ Aldrich, 10 years on the UFC roster.
All right.
As she hits the cut point and gets ready to step into the octagon for the 17th time. She's 33 years old.
Wow, JJ has
Colorado. Just
17
as
fights in the
steady as they
UFC.
come.
I didn't realize she
25-pound division. Still
has been
inside
there
the
that
top
long.
15. On the other side is Jamie Lynn Horth, representing Canada and fighting in the UFC for the 7th time. Jamie Lynn Horth looking for her 3rd straight win. And this one would get her into the rankings. The tape looks like this.
JJ 33, Jamie 36, JJ 5'5", Jamie 5'7". Weights around the same, reach is about the same too. Plus 150 dog is JJ.
In the UFC flyweight division. Introducing 2 persons fighting out of the blue corner.
Canada's own here, Jamie Lynn Horth, is 9-2, 5'7", 126 for the weight, and she is the minus 180 favorite. Squamish, British Columbia, Canada. JJ is ranked 14th in their respective division.
She weighed officially 125.5 pounds, and in 21 fights, holds a record of 14 victories with 7 defeats.
14-7, 5'5", 125.5 from Colorado.
JJ Aldrich! And your referee in charge of the action is Horth.
Herb Dean, the referee.
Somebody get the credential off of Herb Dean.
Yeah, Herb Dean has a credential around his neck.
Can't have that. Come on, that'd be dangerous. Here we go. Okay, now we're ready. 14th ranked JJ Aldrich.
All right, here we go.
Jamie Lynn Horth is in black. Even better in Herb Dean.
JJ landed a nice calf kick to start the round. JJ looks like she's holding a lot of weight around her lower stomach. She's not as cut.
There used to be a lot of striking, but as you mentioned, Laura, Jamie Lynn Horth strong finishing along the fence. Wants to get back to this finishing race, which she did against Teresa Blood at 2 minutes.
I don't know if she had a bad weight cut or what.
She looked fantastic in that fight. I mean, if she can continue to on that form.
Both a former high-level soccer player, always an athlete, but late as to getting into mixed martial arts. So says I might be 36. I don't have the miles of somebody who's been training.
JJ just completely missed the 1-2.
Yeah, even the fight before that, Brennan, she outstruck Demopoulos 101 to 36.
Missed the 1-2 again. She's not in range.
It's a big part of Horth's game. Aldrich, though, like you talked about, Paul, I mean, what a veteran. I remember
That
watching
1-2 is not landing at all for JJ.
her professional debut.
She's got to watch pointing her fingers out there as well.
Still on 33 years old.
Good calf kick
That's what you got to look out for. Really good
from JJ, and
uses
then
those kicks, going to attack the legs. For Aldrich, that straight left hand right down the middle. He's going to try to, I would imagine, try to counter that inside leg kick. Horth starts to get a little lazy with it. Look out for that laser beam on the left.
Both girls clanging legs together. High kick attempt missed from JJ. Jab landed there partially for Horth. One-two again missed from JJ. High kick missed from Horth. Calf kick landed for JJ. It was very low, right around the ankles of Horth. 2:45 to go in the first. Jab landed there for Jamie.
Just been tough over the course of her career to track down.
Oh, spinning
Damaging strikes.
back kick missed.
Combination there.
JJ went for that spin. Horth took advantage of it. Obviously, Horth facing a southpaw, which she's used to quite often. On for that right kick. I hear them specifically saying aim for the wrist. They wanted to smash on those arms and go for that hip kick as well, or go for the body. You almost hope against the forearm sometimes. Such a really battering arms. Makes it hard to make a fist.
Yeah, and especially when you're fighting in an open stance, which they're not right now, but they have been quite a bit. You start slamming that kick, and it's going to keep the power side punches of your opponent stuck at home, guarding from those head kicks.
2 minutes to go, round one.
Oh, that's a
The
nice
double leg, and it's stuffed.
JJ Aldrich there, but Jamie Horth does a good job. Gets that underhook.
Horth with her back against the fence here. JJ clinching, looking to try to get a takedown. Good defense here from Jamie. Minute 19 to go and counting in the first. Some head fighting here in the clinch. Looks like Jamie might try to reverse.
She wants to turn off them. She doesn't want to try to fight offensively with her back up against the outside. She wants to try to dig in under her. Use her forearm, frame on the face, try to
It's right now, yeah.
Yeah. Nice job there.
Aldrich is going to need to put together a little bit more meaningful volume in order to really close this distance. Because so far, Horth's just stayed really long. But when Aldrich puts together a few punches as much as it gets her combinations going, she's able to get into the distance and start landing a bit, but struggling a bit to string the right together.
Yeah, I think for JJ Aldrich to attacking the body with a jab with the right hand and then
Nice 3-punch combination for Horth. Get into round one. Round two. Coming up.
All right, going to round two.
Good 30-second break for round two.
Total power doesn't just happen. You have to make it happen. And it begins with a network as powerful as you. For Total Wireless, you have the power with America's best 5G network. So you can seize every opportunity without hesitation. Get a free Samsung S25 FE with Galaxy AI. When you have total power, there's no slowing you down. Switch to Total Wireless. That's a total power move.
Show the judges that you're landing and she's missing. The knees are stopping her from stepping in, so it's great. Use it for that, then time the hands, and when you kick as hard as you can. Great round.
Jamie Lynn Horth landed double the amount of strikes of JJ Aldrich.
All right, here we go. Second round of this chick fight. Both girls right to the center. Jamie's starting to back JJ up a little bit. JJ looks really out of shape for this fight. I'm sorry.
I like to do that. And we talked about it.
It's just not as cut.
It is effective, and it doesn't matter if it's blocked.
Both girls throw jabs and completely miss.
You don't even have to make it a full leg.
Jamie's still backing up JJ though. Missed with the right hand, and then JJ missed with the right hand, and they go back to the center.
Jamie Lynn spent a handful of minutes in round one with a southpaw.
High kick blocked.
Yeah, we're so
From
far doing a
JJ.
really good job of putting enough
And
volume
JJ
on
blocks the head kick from
just so
Horth.
much to think about in terms of how am I going to get close? How am I going to get to my range?
Both girls have struggled this first round with finding the range and finding the range for their jabs and getting inside.
Yeah.
Calf kick landed for Jamie.
Blocked it. I'm in my range now. Horth is coming right back. Oh, that's nasty.
JJ on the outside, circling towards the left. Went for a step and elbow, completely missed. Both girls missed jabs.
Yeah. She's doing, I mean, she's doing a lot of busy work on the outside, but nothing that's really opening the door for her to get where she needs to go. I feel like if she could start mixing it with some real levels.
Both girls not landing a damn thing. Under 3 minutes to go in the second.
You have to do something. Yes, exactly. It has to be a meaningful feint, and so far her feints are so far away that Horth doesn't really have to take them seriously.
Yeah, she doesn't feel threatened by it. Yeah, she thinks that takedown. Then at some point you gotta go for it.
Yeah. Even if it's just touching a knee tap and then coming back upstairs and trying to land something, there has to be a real beating behind your feints or where people don't react the way that you want them to. You take it seriously. That's a nice one.
And she likes that. She likes that right kick, and as she's pulling that leg back, she throws that straight right. Again, Horth just putting that knee out there. Even when she's not fully committed to it, she's just pumping it out there, going, hey, you want to think about double change?
Nothing really there either. Pumping the jabs from both girls.
Go after the body. And when
Both girls' jabs not landing.
She's got to kick that calf. She landed that one calf kick on Horth. It was nasty.
Yeah.
Kicks to the body, and then Horth responds.
Aldrich got to come through there. She's got to continue.
Good kick to the body there from Jamie. Excuse me.
90 seconds to go, round two.
Both girls landed jabs there. Oh, good 1-2 there from Jamie.
Clinch, now some space. Harrington Banks in the corner of J.J. Aldrich. Top training partner, coach Corey Sandhagen. Aldrich as well. She gets Horth to miss it. She did a second ago. She's got it. Exactly.
She's doing a really good job of staying safe, staying out of Horth's major danger. It's just responding a little bit sooner when there is an opportunity for her.
20 seconds here to go in the second. Inside leg kick landed there for Jamie. Both girls winging punches. Straight punches and missing. High kick missed for Jamie. Back kick missed for
In
Jamie.
the books between these women's flyweights.
Nah.
Sit up. Deep breaths. Control your breathing, okay?
Hey, great. Stay around.
Okay.
Right.
stand your ground. Don't let her push you back that much. That's the only time she catching us.
Yeah.
We can stay in that trade with her. Sometimes we're rappers.
Okay.
Sometimes we stay in the trade.
Yeah.
Let me get a body kick this round.
Okay.
Especially when she stays in the side and when she stays in the empty box.
Okay.
Just get back to the position.
Okay.
Trust your eyes. Keep breathing. You can take it down too.
Okay.
She ain't even thought about it. Alright? Just be smart when you got it.
Okay.
Set it up.
Yep.
A body kick. And let's get more offense. Let's make this round finish. Let's make this round finish. Hey, come on. I got 5 minutes. Best 5 minutes.
Featuring top regional MMA promotions such as Cage Warriors, Fury FC, Cage Fury FC, and more. MMA's top prospects around the world compete every week on UFC Fight Pass. Sign up now and get access to more than 200 live events in 2026. With Carrington Banks, who said, let's make it definitive in round 3. First 2 rounds have been pretty close.
Good kick to the body from JJ.
Moments on either side.
Cracked Horth right in the ribs.
The final play.
And I just like to remember of Aldrich to stand your ground. Listen, you can back up sometimes. Sometimes you got to stand.
Ooh, stiff jab there landed for JJ.
Now, Aldrich has the power. She's got the technical boxing. It's a matter of her finding that range, being able, like you said, I'll just stay there.
I think the one thing that's really preventing her from doing that is how Horth is mixing up her reps. She's throwing front kicks to the body. She's throwing kicks. She's put a lot of things out there. As you can see, Aldrich primarily wants to work with her hands, which she's sharp. And then she gives up that real estate. She gets that momentum. She gets into the range that she wants to fight at. Too often, she's relinquishing.
The interesting thing, too, is, I mean, even though Horth is as much as taller, it's actually Aldrich that has the longer reach on paper. It certainly doesn't play out that way in the fight, though.
Vanessa's trying to land a big hook there. Even in those heated exchanges, it seems like Horth just puts a little bit more together.
Yeah, she's landing more, throwing more.
Mixing it up.
She's just, even when she's out of distance, where she's out of the box, she's putting little feelers out there. She's pumping that knee. She's throwing some front kicks. Some round kicks that aren't really landing powerfully, but they're still just checking the boxes, putting stuff on JJ Aldrich. Even there, just little punches. Not putting everything together.
When Aldrich does go, she tends to throw just one shot. There you go. That's a meaningful level change. That even though she didn't get the takedown, now Jamie Lynn Horth has to at least think about, okay, maybe we're wrestling.
Exactly. Now she goes, just fakes it and reaches for a leg.
Jab there landed for JJ. Both girls are right in the center, right on that Munster logo.
Proper hands potential. So big down block, big underhook.
What is Horth doing with her mouth? She's like, what is that? Does she have a twitch? One-two partially landed for Jamie.
Staying busy.
Ooh, good jab there from JJ.
One at a time, mostly at the
And a left hand for JJ. Wells, what's up, brother? How are you, man? What's the good word? Oh, good 1-2 from JJ. And Horth right back in her face, though. You watching the fights, Wales?
Yeah.
I'm down 2 rounds. I've got to go for a finish. I just don't.
Wales, did you see I hit over 20K subs? How crazy is that?
Which is obviously a great asset to have as a fighter, but at some point,
Who would have thought?
You got to start taking a few more risks.
You didn't really miss a whole lot.
This the closest round of the three.
We're on fight 3 of the prelims.
In favor of Horth as they hit 45 seconds to go.
We got 40 seconds to go in round 3.
Aldrich found their way into the rankings. Horth puts the finishing touches on it. The judges go by those striking numbers. She'll find her way into the top 15.
Yeah, it looks like
seconds left now.
with 30 seconds left, it looks like Horth is going to get a judge's decision. A good kick to the body from Jamie.
Trying to put one on the board for Canada.
It's a heavy exchange.
Yeah, I'm on Paramount. It's 3, 2, 1. Oh, they threw some strikes at the end there.
Came as the clock was expiring. 3 rounds in the books between flyweights.
All right.
Jamie Lynn Horth and JJ Aldrich will get the decision next.
NBA playoffs are back. You ever miss it, Blake?
Listen, in the playoffs right now. Scoring points, getting blocks, grabbing boards.
Draining threes.
This guy gets it.
You drained a lot of playoff threes, Blake?
29, brother.
Huh. I guess anything can happen in the playoffs.
Did that feel a little insulting?
Yeah. Be a part of the NBA playoffs with better payouts on FanDuel.
Every day, you have a choice. Stay in your comfort zone or show up and push past your limits. Make excuses or make progress. Life is a fight. Stress, fear, and doubt. You are already in the ring. You just haven't realized it yet. Greatness is built in the moments that no one sees. The discipline, the resilience, the confidence to walk taller. You don't need a spotlight to become a fighter. You just need the courage to start. Live fearlessly.
Oh, song in the background. Don't want to get copyrighted. You watching any other sports today, Wales? You watching WrestleMania tonight? All right, let's see what the judges say.
Inside Canada Life Center, where Joe Martinez has the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go.
Are we taking in the draft? Good
All
fucking
3
question.
judges score it 29-28. Your winner by unanimous decision, JJ.
Wow. JJ Aldrich. I don't know.
We're up against it, so we don't have time to get to the interview, but I'm surprised. Striking numbers in favor of Jamie Lynn Horth in rounds 1 and 2, and basically pretty even.
Oh, what'd you see at the movie theater?
I'm very surprised. I'm sitting here a little bit silent because I'm trying to see what the judges thought, try to envision if there's another case, but my gut reaction is I really felt like Jamie Lynn had that fight.
Well, here are the scorecards. It was rounds 2 and 3. Camicho and Laura Baldwin in favor of JJ Aldrich. I thought it. I don't agree. We could have made a case for a 3-0 Jamie Lynn Horth, but JJ Aldrich emerges victorious, 4th in her last 5 in the win column, and she'll keep her spot in the top 15. And we move north 1 weight class to the women's bantamweight division. All 7 of Melissa Kroen's wins have come inside the distance. Tonight, the Alberta native looks to maintain that streak as she steps in with Russia's Daria Chesnikova.
This is the sports wrap. Pays to know sports. Pick more or less top players. Discount pick available for new users. So start winning now. Pick anytime across all sports, pregame or live. Over 13 million users are already on season. Make your picks count and score up to 1,000 times your cash. Download Super today for a new user offer. Get $20 entry credit. No deposit. Just sign up and pick now.
Tonight we feast. Sorry, BRB squad.
Get home internet from AT&T. Now available across the nation.
Why go on road? Because 1 in 4 guys experience ED. On Roe, ED feels like no big deal. Connect with a provider to find treatment that could be right for you. 100% online. Roe designed or curated treatments to make ED feel less stressful. There are options to fit every need, like fast-acting dissolvables or daily gummies. If 1 in 4 guys deal with ED, then 1 in 4 guys should go on Roe.
Guys, connect with a provider at roe.co to see if you qualify.
Oh, Project Hail Mary? Nice. I saw her Scream 7, by the way. That movie sucks.
A perfectly crispy KFC snacker and a drink for just $7. Because for a little price and a lot of chicken, the only move is finger licking good. Get it today, starting at $7.
And I took my niece to see the new Mario movie. It was alright. It was okay. Not great, but okay.
An affordable, skills-based education that helps working adults adapt to the growing demands of today's job market. Whether you're building on your abilities in communication, critical thinking, or leadership, UNGC helps you advance your knowledge and career.
Yeah, I want to see that.
No application fee if you're
I grew up playing Mortal Kombat.
UNGC.edu.
The NBA postseason is coming to prom.
Mortal Kombat, the first one, like the first remake, not the one from the 90s, was like the first movie I went to when the movie theaters reopened up.
Presented by Google. Starts with the triple header on Prime. The NBA postseason begins with the SoFi play-in tournament.
It was that movie, and I forgot the other 2 movies I saw when the world started to open up from the pandemic.
You've always had something special. But you have to go when no one's watching to see how special you really are.
Yeah, Melissa Kroen out of Calgary.
Oh, we got another girl fight. Melissa Kroen finished all 7 wins by knockout. She's a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu brown belt. Won 3 of her last 4. Looks like me with trades.
She had to be patient. So many Canadian fighters, it's just tough for them to get fights north of the border. Not as robust a regional scene as there is in the United States and other parts of the world. She has an equally imposing frame. Daria Chesnikova on the other side, who's looking to make it consecutive victories in the UFC.
Who's her opponent? Daria?
To Azerbaijan.
Daria, I don't even know how to say her last name. She's 10-2.
Years older than Daria Chesnikova.
Melissa is the minus 170, a minus 135 favorite. You and me both, Wells. Actually, I think I had it on Sega Genesis.
Big Tracy Cooper's fighting out of the blue corner. A striker standing 5 feet 9 inches tall. She weighed in at the bantamweight limit 136 pounds and holds a record of 10 victories. With 2
Daria is from Russia.
Fighting out of St. Petersburg, Russia. She is the Iron Lady, Daria Chesnikova. And across the octagon, her opponent in the red corner. This mixed martial artist is 5 feet 9 inches tall. She weighed in
Melissa Kroen, 7-3, from Calgary, Canada.
With 3 defeats, fighting out of and representing Calgary, Alberta, Canada. Here is Melissa Kroen. And your referee in charge, Jared Bilal.
Gerald Bilal,
Manitoba.
referee.
So he's excited to not have to get on a plane as he usually does across the world. Daria Chesnikova sports.
Yeah, here we go. Touch of the gloves, both girls to the center.
Calgary's Melissa Kroen, she's in black. UFC appearance number 3 for Kroen, 4th. Just inside the octagon for Chesnikova.
Both girls trade jabs.
She kicks more. That ball, like you said, when many were in commercial break, takedowns, ground and pound might be.
Oh, both girls winging punches.
As of right now, they just decided to go right.
In the clinch, needed the body from Daria. Melissa had the multi-plum, but Daria got out of it.
This could be a fun one, no doubt. Last fight, I was just completely wrong. This is what I was watching.
I know, I think both was pretty quiet trying to remember whether that was an accurate recollection. We move on.
We move on. Onward.
Both Kroen and Chesnikova trained in Las Vegas. Chesnikova trained in Paris before. Within the last 6.5 weeks, trained over 2 weeks, lived there. Kroen's still at home in Calgary, but goes down to Las Vegas for games. Found out about this fight 6 weeks ago. He moved down, trains alongside Lady Cowan.
Both those ladies are used to being able to be the bully in those clinch situations.
Both girls winging hooks. Daria running away on the outside there. Did not want to get cracked again.
She can use that to really start to set up that big right hand that she has. Kroen, get on those kicks. She's got powerful, heavy kicks. Throw some switch kicks up there. Get that right hand occupied. Smash that big leg. Put your jab out there.
What part of New Jersey are you in again, Wales? A little over 2 minutes to go here in the very first.
Chesnikova intent to move laterally really hard to her right, to the weak side of Kroen. Find her spots to blitz in.
Good job there. Landing her shots right back on the board.
Kroen, she's gonna start anticipating some of this movement. She's following
Oh, nice,
a little
Wales.
bit right now. Start landing some left kicks, maybe some big hooks to sort of.
Daria's still circling on the outside.
Movement of Chesnikova.
Yeah, she's just chasing her right now. And it's no secret what she's doing. She's moving to the left.
Melissa looking for a takedown from the clinch. Daria with her back against the fence. Less than 90 seconds to go in round one.
Moving to her right, never stopped. It was just slowed down for the moment.
Wales, is it me or is Daria retreating more?
Move, land her combos, continue moving. Stay away from that right hand.
Be careful she doesn't walk onto something there once Kroen starts to pick up on this main.
Yeah, if she does so far, she's just following along.
Yeah.
So she's got, like you said already, she's got to anticipate it.
45 seconds.
She's going to start to get frustrated, and that's not good. She can't start to get really kind of pissed off that she can't track her down. She's got to try to clearly find out, what do I got to do here? She's going to hold her, let's let you go, but keep doing the same thing. Good job. Good defense.
Yeah, good job getting the underhook there by Chesnikova.
Visible damage on the face of Melissa Kroen after 5 minutes.
Damn, that was an uneventful first round.
Able to control the pace of the fight. And she goes to the damage. 30-second break back in round 2.
Texas.
Can you choke them now?
Not only
Sutton Ranch.
Double up your jab. Double straight. Right? Yeah, she's just getting away by circling. That's it. She's off that angle. When she stops in the middle of the feet, she stops moving her feet. Gotta be first.
The octagon never sleeps, and neither does CBS Sports HQ. Catch UFC highlights, analysis, and commentary around the box, streaming live. Paramount Plus. Danny Davis telling Melissa Kroen, Laura, land some of those left fights. Slow her down. All she's doing is skating off to the right.
Yeah, that's what we were talking
Both
about
girls
earlier.
back in the center.
You gotta shut the door, especially when someone is circling as consistently and as hard as Chesnikova is to her right. Now she's wearing it up a little bit, but I feel like she's gonna get back right on that right leaning bicycle she's been riding.
More urgency for Kroen to start the round.
Look, she's running away again.
And what I thought as well, the frustration was clearly there.
Yeah.
And a little bit of, I don't want to say real fear, but she said, I'm afraid that she's going to counter me if I chase, if I do this. And that's exactly what just happened a second ago. She tried to be a little bit aggressive. Right away. As soon as she tried to close that distance and pressure, boom, boom, boom. And then she's right back out, moving laterally.
Much combination from Chesnikova.
And again, we talked about it on Chesnikova's walk. It's nothing fancy. She doesn't get crazy. She's not trying to.
Referees really got to move in this fight.
She's not trying to necessarily hunt the tail. She like jab, right hand, maybe a hook in there, and she's right back out.
Yeah.
Right back out. Straight punches, boom, boom, boom.
And her jab is just so hard.
Yeah, you can tell she's got snap on her punches. You can tell by the face of her.
Yeah, Daria is just content with circling fast on the outside,
How to cut her off.
do a 1-2, and then move away from the action. She's just gonna point fight.
She's got to find an angle and a strike to that side that will corral her back into the other side of the punches.
Well, or you just show patience, right? You kind of make Chesnikova to come
Up
to
to you. Yep.
That's where your leg kicks really come. Okay, I'll fight you out here. They're landing well. So Chesnikova is getting better at all of these exchanges so far.
Quicker, too.
Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's the other way around.
Questioning themselves.
Oh, there's some
This one's pretty cool. At least the other one, JJ.
good punches there from Daria.
This one, right now, Kroen's really struggling.
Kroen is breathing through her mouth because she got busted up in the nose on something there. Oh, there's a good right hand there from Daria, but she's going to run away. She's running away. Look, she's running away. Look, she's running away, Wales. Wales, she's running away, and she ate a jab. See, Wales, I told you she was running away.
I think between the two of them, I do believe that Kroen has.
Melissa looking for the takedown.
Chesnikova struggled with that in the past.
Even here, if she could start to land some knees, some dirty boxes, some elbows, and just wear on Chesnikova before she can tie her around, take to the body, land some knees.
Melissa with that Muay Thai plum, throwing some knees to the body.
Kroen now trying to lock her hands. I think she's got it now behind the body.
Melissa looking for that takedown still.
Chesnikova taking this underhook.
Both girls are bleeding from their noses.
Kroen's better. We're seeing some blood. I think it's mostly Kroen, but there is some blood coming out of the nose on Daria Chesnikova. That's got to give you a little bit of confidence with Kroen. All right.
Both girls in the center. Both girls busted up now.
There's still time left. There's a little over a minute left in the second round. If Kroen can do some real damage here. Again,
Oh, Melissa ate a right hand there. Got wobbled for a second.
Right back to the right.
that way.
Oh, good elbow there from Melissa in the clinch.
To try to create that space.
Daria's trying to run away. Stay on her, Melissa. Oh, good elbow again from Melissa. Daria did not like that. Go. Oh, she's grabbing the fence, ref. Wales, she's cheating, Wales. Daria grabbed the fence there on the takedown. And there's the takedown there. She's on the back, Wales. She's on the back. 35 seconds to go in the second. Doesn't have her hooks in, though. Good shot to the body. Oh, good knee to the face. On the way up. Daria's grabbing the fence again, Wales. Getting warned by the ref to stop sticking her fingers in the cage.
Okay, much
Good knee to the head.
especially towards the latter half.
And 10 seconds.
She's got some damage going now. Started fighting.
Good knee to the body. Good elbow. And a knee to the body from Daria. Wow. We got ourselves a fight. It's a round apiece. It's a round apiece. Finally, some action.
Have a seat. Have a seat. Tell her relax. Tell her. Tell she has to
Hey, that's Dewey.
Not let this girl be so fucking aggressive on her. She has to go first.
That's Dewey. He's been around forever.
She only wanted to take you down.
Let's take a look at some of the action. Nice jab there from Kroen.
Daria's head coach is Dewey.
Both landing. You see, gets a left hook from there. Got much more aggressive. Started forcing the pressure on Chesnikova, but then comes back. Nice right hand, but in the clinch is where this round ended. Skimmed off of that elbow. Could have been really damaging if she had turned it over a little more, but still a much better second round for the squad.
Tom Hardy, Pierce Brosnan, and Helen Mirren starring Guy Ritchie's Mobland, a high-octane action series that explores the gritty underground world of the British mob scene with a chaotic family at its center. Catch up on every episode of Mobland now. Get ready for the new season.
Round 3. Daria's laughing. Melissa's laughing. We got ourselves a war. And yeah, she was running the whole fucking fight. Wales.
6 weeks. Bit of a stronger partnership in the corner of Haley Cowan coaching Melissa Kroen.
That's a nasty straight right there. I think it's pretty clear what Kroen needs to do to have some success. She's got to track her down. She's got to force the clinch, try to wrestle, and then start to look for the elbows and strikes in close.
Daria's still running away on the outside. She just ate a shot to his fucking stomach there.
This is a good opportunity for Kroen. Get her hands on it.
Oh, hit it with her 1-2. And they clinch.
Right back to where they were before. Kroen did a really nice job of stepping around that left leg of Chesnikova, getting that trip, bringing her back. And if she could do it earlier in this round than she did in the previous one, I think that she could find a lot of success.
Melissa right in front of her corner.
This is where the knees just poke that body, poke the thighs, land points, do a little damage, make the judges see that you're the one working in this position, that you're not just trying to hold. You can hold in MMA. You can hold a clinch, hold a position. What they're looking for is, are you trying to progress? Are you trying to advance? That could be through changing position or just landing damaging strikes. They don't have to all be KO shots.
Yeah, the little strikes add up in the judges' eyes.
Especially when you're also controlling the position. Every time you get
For stalling, you want them to take a point? Hey, look, she's running again.
So impactful.
Oh, that's good.
Take down. She got it. She's on the back of Daria. No hooks in, though. And she grabbed the fence again.
She's done it several times.
And that altered that position. She's like trying to hold herself. Yeah, she's getting dumped down and she's trying to work herself back up. Well, it's a hell of a lot easier to do that when you grab the fence. Bob, Kroen's corner. I'm furious right now. They saw that.
Standing head and arm triangle?
Those are rarely submission, but we have seen it done.
Does she have it? She has it. Does she have the angle? She's grabbing the fence again.
What are we doing?
In the middle of a submission attempt, too.
That's 4 times she grabbed the fence.
Kroen's really hanging on to this.
She doesn't have the shoulder to be able
Takedown. She's grabbing the fence. Or she was. She's in mounted. She's mounted in a head and arm triangle, but Melissa doesn't have the angle. She's going to let it go.
She's on top in a close fight with the second round.
Now she's going to rain down some elbows and some punches, maybe. Yeah, there's some punches landing there. Oh, and a knee. Oh, 1-2. Daria is all busted up now. Good knees to the body.
Tag and the liver there.
60 seconds left. Gonna just try to pressure forward and then maybe angle back. Use that right leg.
Bring her back.
Bring her over top of it. Feel Kroen, though, you seem to be in the driver's seat right now. Seems to be a bit pressure. I'm pressuring right now. I'm throwing elbows, everything I got right here. Here's the left elbow. You got to do everything in your power to get off of this fence. But
35 seconds.
She might want to stay close and be able to hold on.
She's moving away now. Daria separated, circling towards her right. Melissa throwing caution to the wind and gets a takedown. Is she a mount? Yeah, she's mounted her. Push down elbow. Some punches. Daria trying to bridge for the bottom. She just ate a bunch of fucking elbows. Holy shit. She might get reversed though. Nope, Melissa's going to roll with it. Stays on her back. She's tagging her up from behind. On her back. Might stop it here. Nope, not enough time.
But for Calgary's Melissa Kroen, perhaps Dana down the street.
Good sign of respect.
In her home country for a fight that turned into Melissa Kroen and Daria Chesnikova scorecards, and we'll get those next.
I'm saying Melissa did enough.
NBA
It was a good fight. Started a little slow.
In the playoffs right now, scoring points, getting blocks, grabbing boards.
Draining threes.
This guy gets it.
You drained a lot of playoff free play.
29, brother.
Oh, I guess anything can happen in the playoffs.
Did that feel a little insulting?
Yeah. Be a part of the NBA playoffs with better payouts on FanDuel.
Race for it back.
Tonight we feast. Sorry, BRB squad.
Get home internet from AT&T. Now available across the nation.
$10 for a large. $10 for any 3 toppings. $10 for your choice of hot crust. But our new garlic parm ham sauce. Because there's crust and then there's hot crust.
Back, great fight between the women's bantamweights. Here's Joe Martinez with the scorecards.
Ooh.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Daria's cheeks are all busted up and swollen. Might have a broken jaw.
Judges scoring 29-28. Your winner
They're
by
orbital.
unanimous decision. She is Canada's own.
She won, Melissa. Melissa Scare Kroen. Cool nickname.
Melissa Kroen, what an absolute war. How good does it feel to put on a fight like that and end as strong as you did here at home in Canada in front of this crowd right here in Winnipeg?
Oh, Canada! What's up, everybody? Man, it is, I feel like I'm watching my life through a different lens, but I'm so grateful to be fighting here again at home. And, man, I've never had a fight like that in my life. It was 100% the hardest fight I've ever had. My first win by decision. Oh, my God.
Listen, you seemed a bit frustrated early in that fight, couldn't track her down, but ultimately, once you got into the clinch, started landing takedowns and doing damage, you took over. Was that the plan once you got out of that first round?
Yeah, that was part of the plan. Yeah, another first for me, actually initiating some wrestling of my own was definitely a goal of mine for this.
That was a good round 3, right, Wales?
Myself to kind of level up in that way. I just gotta say too, our government is failing us, not to make things political or anything, but we gotta leave it up to the people to take care of each other. So when you know somebody's struggling in life, just take a little time, make sure you're okay, see what people need, because be a neighbor to people. That's the number one thing in life, is spreading love, spreading joy, making sure.
Yeah, true that, Wales.
Doing okay, because it's up to the people now, you guys.
Canada, give it up for your own Melissa Kroen. I don't know about the political angle of things, but I like that message on the way out from Melissa Kroen. Does enough to get the job done. And as she said, first by decision, but I think fight fans will want to watch what she does next after what she showed over the course of 15 minutes. Early adversity, responded strong, and she wins in the octagon in her home country tonight. All right, now to the heavyweight division. Tanner Bozer collected 5 wins during his first run in the UFC. Now the returning heavyweight aims to begin his second tour of duty by spoiling the debut of Kroen Sarakov.
Heavyweights. Wales, your favorite. You like the heavyweights.
All right, UFC debut for Kroen Sarakov. Born in Belgium, based in Belgium, lives in
Gohan
Belgium.
Sarakov from Belgium? Oh, he's Russian. I got to root for him. I mean, he's German. I got to root for him.
Very supported by Turkey, but trains all over Europe.
He's from Belgium? Got to root for him.
He most definitely does. You know, he travels all over, and at 14 years old, he told me he was riding nearly 28 miles on a bike 3 times a week just to train. At 18, his grandfather, Yumis, eventually bought him a car so he could fully pursue his dreams. When I asked about it this week, he stopped mid-sentence. Couldn't find the words, guys. Just
Who was the other?
From him. Through them, he managed to say his
Gohan, the kickboxer that tried his hand in MMA?
team, then stepped away at 22, came back to the
Saki?
sport at 27,
Was that his last name?
commuting, as you mentioned, 2.5 hours each way, training with Gegard Mousasi in the Netherlands, an hour each way to Germany, chasing a dream most would have abandoned. Tonight, at 35 years old, he makes his UFC debut. All the money.
I was right.
Love to hear all that bike.
Yeah, what happened with him? He went back to kickboxing? He went back to Glory or something?
My man, Kroen Sarakov. This guy, you hear about the boxing background. You hear about how good he is as a striker.
I try, Wales. I try.
He has dedicated himself.
If it's not basketball, baseball, or football,
and you watch his
then it's
fights, he
MMA.
uses it to great effect. And more importantly, when he gets these
That's
takedowns,
on my mind.
that power that he possesses on the
You gonna watch that
brings that to
Ronda
the
Rousey Gina Carano card on the 16th of May?
Yeah, it was funny because I watched his film first, and I kind of had him pegged as mostly a wrestler. And then in the fighter meeting, he's talking about.
Oh, did you see my new titles behind here? I got the NWA Heavyweight Championship.
He's doing all these things, and I was
And I
like,
got the
"This
old
was a
school
wrestler."
WWF
And he said it.
Intercontinental Championship.
Wrestling experience before he did.
Actual weight and size of the belts that they have. I'm gonna start collecting championship belts. Yeah. I'm gonna stream it. I may have my protege may join me. I may have a special guest.
Well, Tanner Bozer's got a dry sense of humor. He's very understated.
Tanner Bozer from Alberta, Canada.
This really means something to him. In his 10-fight UFC run before he was fighting outside the organization for his last fight, never got to fight more than the border. This is a dream come true. And plans to make the most of his return. And now he's settled in the heavyweight. Fought at 205, fought at heavyweight before. He says, I think the UFC wants me as a heavyweight, and he plans to fulfill what they're looking for.
I think he looks great as a heavyweight, but we were talking to him about, what that life is like, and I was on his Instagram page watching him guzzle down 6 raw eggs every single day. I'm not even sure I could get one down, to be honest with you. And he said, yeah, honestly, eating is a lot of work when you're trying to maintain that size, but very excited to have him back in the UFC on a Canadian card, and this guy can bring a pace at heavyweight.
Must watch.
Oh, he came out to Mr. Brightside by the Killers. I was trying to figure out the name of that song. Tanner, 34. Gohan, 35. Everything else is identical. Holy shit. Tanner plus 125 dog. He's 22-10-1. And his opponent is the 150 favorite. He's 11-2.
Fight fans, we are set to go on the next fight tonight. 3 rounds this in the UFC heavyweight division. Introducing to your first fighting out of the blue corner. This mixed martial artist is 6 feet 3 inches tall. Weighing in officially 244.5 pounds and 13 fights. His record stands at 11 victories.
He's from fighting out of Istanbul, Turkey.
Istanbul, Turkey. Here is Goku.
When he was born in Belgium?
And across the octagon, his opponent in the red corner. His background is in karate. At 6 feet 2 inches tall, he weighed in 244.5 pounds. His record stands at 22 victories with 10 defeats and 1 draw. He fights out of Edmonton, Alberta. Here is Tanner, the Bulldozer Bozer. And your referee in charge is Horth.
Team will serve as the referee in our main event tonight between Mike Malott and Gilbert Burns. With Taylor Cruz on hand with us here. Tanner Bozer, one of 9 Canadians.
All right, heavyweight.
Sarakov,
Both guys right in the center.
in the UFC. He's in black. Those are, of course, in red.
If you want to. I was going to bring one of my proteges on, but if I'd rather it be you. Oh, both guys crack each other. I'd rather have a dude on with me. No homo. Pause.
You know, both these guys really talked about
If you're available for it.
this matchup in the heavyweight division, where it's at. Especially
Oh, both guys fucking decking each other. And Tanner got rocked. Tanner got rocked. He's moving away. He's hurt. He's hurt. Trying to recover. Sarakov shot in for a takedown. Tanner defending it. Now they're in the clinch against the fence. Oh, did we? Oh, then we're good. Then yeah, I'll send you. I must have forgot. It's been a long 2 weeks, bro. I'll send you like the day before. I think I have to send you the collab link from YouTube. So I'll send it to you like in an email or something.
This is one of the spots where
Oh, he shook him off. He's trying to bulldoze him. This Tanner, and then Tanner just ate a knee to the chin, and then the gut.
Heavyweight is great again. After what we saw last week.
My bad. I must have forgot. Wales. Totally forgot.
I mean, both these guys though set the pace as well.
Been fucking crazy, bro. I got 2 jobs now. I gotta fucking come up with money for my dog to get a surgery. My mom's stressing me out. I gotta pop the question soon. Got a lot going on. I gave you my email, right, Wales? Now I kind of remember. I think I might have gave you my email real quick.
Bozer's so good here against the fence. You know, when he's grappling, he's not a guy who's gonna take you down in the open path, but he will put you against the fence and do that, do damage, grind.
Oh, overhand right for Tanner. Bro, these guys are fucking cracking each other. Yeah, true that, Wales. It does teach us.
Seems like it's only a matter of time.
Spinning back kick, not even close for Sarakov.
2 minutes to go, round 1.
Under 2 minutes to go round 1. Tanner just ate a stiff jab. You guys are beating the shit out of each other. But like with all the shots they landed, none of them are bleeding or bruised up yet.
Oh, the right hand there from Sarakov. Jab to the right.
Oh, here is my email. Just email me. in case I need to send you the link that way. But I think if I collab with you on YouTube, I think I could just automatically bring you up. But just email me when you get a chance.
Some of that work in the Netherlands. Oh my goodness. Any of those punches.
There you go.
Somebody throw it down. This game of roulette with the left hook.
Oh, Tanner's hurt. He's rocked against the fence. He's eating shots. Oh my goodness, he might go down here. How is he fucking standing after all that? And now he's going for a guillotine. Wow. Bro, these dudes have fucking granite in their head.
He's got to try to hold on here, continue to recover.
I want to see these guys fight Francis Ngannou. I think he would have trouble knocking him out. You got the email, Wales?
Bozer not just with it, but enough to reverse position again.
I think it would be smart for Bozer to sit here in this position.
So I don't want to leave it in the chat to him.
Stay safe. Nice job,
Sarakov went for the wizard there, reversed it. Tanner's got his back against the fence.
Yeah, these are big boys. That was a lot of.
You think so, Wales? Hey, both are tough. Spinning back this didn't really land there.
30-second break. Don't go away.
Hey, he's made it.
How'd you get out of work? Some guys said they do it for a case of Bud Light. Wow. Wait, what guys? It's
Let you know, this call may be recorded for quality assurance purposes. Dustin on the phone. What's up here? And I had the pleasure of speaking.
anything for Bud Light, the official beer sponsor of UFC.
Wells, you got the email? My email's in the chat, bro.
Frenetic pace from heavyweights early on. Bozer landing a nice elbow off the fence there. Sarakov, as Paul said, showcasing some of that kickboxing. And look at that right hand from Sarakov. Bozer on skates with the chin on Bozer holding up thus far in the fight.
I feel like both guys have decent chins here.
60 significant strikes landed in round number one between the two of them.
All right, cool.
Throwing as hard as they were as heavyweights. Sometimes there's a discrepancy in the weight. These two both weighed exactly 244 and a half. So the size difference is not a factor here.
And I think that's going to benefit both of them coming in, in that middle range, that heavyweight. You're big enough and you're strong enough to compete in the world. But you're not able to, you're not just relying on one big shot.
Wells, drop the link to your channel in the stream real quick.
The new era of the smaller heavyweight.
When you get a chance.
The big guys, the smaller heavyweights. People ask us as a heavyweight that really brought on that, not the massive, most biggest heavyweight.
Yes.
Same thing, yeah. Just
for Stipe, the end of his trilogy was started drops in the 230s, low 230s in those fights.
I got you, Wales.
Oh, nice
yeah. Oh, answered by Sarakov.
I think it's scary when you think about a guy like Tom Aspinall, Cyril Gane, who are on the heavier side, they move like they're a middleweight.
Yes.
Now, Valentine is in the mix.
That's a great point, Paul.
Good division now, boy.
Sarakov sparred with Cyril Gane several years back. Feels like he'll be
Oh, he dropped him. Bozer's down. He's on a single leg getting fucking tagged here on the side of his head. He's on a single leg. Let's see if he can get the takedown. Fans there are willing him along.
It wasn't as much of a knockdown. He slipped, called him down until it was a slip.
What a helmet on Bozer, man.
Nice.
Bozer threw the right hand and his legs got tangled up with Sarakov's.
Yeah, this is one heavyweight that
head position.
his chin is completely impressing me right now.
Sarakov. To my knowledge, he's never gone for a takedown in his entire UFC career, but he will put you here and grind. And land these short shots, land the knees, land some elbows. Don't necessarily expect him to be looking for trips or level changes for that.
Bozer needs to just settle down a little bit. I think he's overswinging a bit.
Good elbows there. Good elbows there from Tanner.
He's extending this flurry. I love these elbows and uppercuts here in close for Bozer. A couple of elbows in close. I think Sarakov slowing down just a bit here in the second.
Is it Sarakov or Sarasong? Well, he's backed up against the fence.
The outside of eyes and support.
Tanner ate a shot there. He's wobbled a little bit.
As I say that, Sarakov comes back with a combo.
A minute to go in the second.
1 minute to go, round two. Bozer hasn't really gone after that leg. He's kind of really wanted to stick to that. He's gotten away from it. Oh, right hand.
Beautiful full right hand.
He's still dangerous, no doubt about it. There's that leg kick. The movement is a bit later here. Sarakov. Still in it though, still throwing combos.
Oh, shit. He knocked him out. That's why he went home. Yeah, that's a good stoppage from her.
Round two knockouts. Wow.
He caught him.
For slowing down.
Right, all it takes is one shot at heavyweight.
Wow.
We said it though, even though he was seeming a little labored, maybe getting a little tired, every time he threw, he was still snapping power on those punches, and he caught him. But as he's throwing this leg kick, he answers right back with a beautiful straight right. That's the answer to a leg kick right there. Bozer got a little bit greedy with throwing those leg kicks as they were landing, and Sarakov made him pay for it. But that's the biggest of his.
It's a good stoppage. What the fuck just happened?
Or you can look back at how you and choose how you want to play next. Take a pause. Play. You deserve something dedicated to you. We think so. That's why the government chose AT&T to build FirstNet, a one-of-a-kind nationwide network for first responders. We put first responders first because their connection changes everything.
This company, it was on the verge of bankruptcy. It was on the verge of folding. Its main characters were gone. Needed identity. It was working 4 TVs in Allentown. You guys were working bingo halls with no attendance. You really had a topic shift, like you had a content shift, everything, and you stuck it out. And you also could have gone elsewhere. So when I'm supposed to be the next person to step in those extra wide shoes and try to run 10 feet, I just want you to know that you can bet on me. And you never had to say, hey, you just show up. Because you just showed up. And like that's the effect that you have on people. That's the effect that you had on me. When you know what it takes to get the company through tough times, you saved this company. It was on the verge of bankruptcy. It was on the verge of folding. Its main characters.
The guy who gonna knock me off is not born yet, you know. It is not Tanner's fault.
Listen, Gokhan, the heavyweight division between Hogan and Blaze in that fight that they had not that long ago, and now you and Tanner come out here and you put on war back and forth. Now, in this heavyweight division, what kind of noise you plan on making here?
John Jr. a bit. And I want to thank PI. They worked very good on my shoulder that I can fight today. But because of this, my performance was a little bit less in the wrestling. But it's okay.
Well, listen, if that's you not at your best, I can't wait to see what's next. Let's hear it for Gokhan Saracham.
Gotta keep it moving. Gokhan Saracham, you'll remember this night forever. His UFC debut that he has been dreaming about for a long time. He came on the road against Tanner Bozer in Winnipeg, and he made good with his 9th career.
All right, next fight.
Happened with round 2.
What is the next fight?
It's called Mortal Kombat for a reason.
You don't have any powers. You're still trying to be asshole. Oh, it's showtime. Johnny will definitely die.
What was Johnny Cade's finisher? A shadow kick? What is this shit called?
All right, prelim action continues. 2 more bouts before our 5.
We got a middleweight bout and then we got a featherweight bout.
Canadian.
I don't know either of these.
A longtime training partner of divisional mainstay Marc-Andre Mario.
2 fights coming up that have fighters in it that I've never heard of. So yeah.
Valentine. I bank with a big
It's the main card.
big
But
logo and big fancy branches.
And I bank with Borrow and have a free bank account.
Seriously? Free? What about monthly fees?
it's the co-main and the main
Balance fees?
Nada.
Okay, Borrow has
fighters
no
that I
branches.
follow. I don't know the rest of the card.
Borrow has over 40,000 free ATMs, and I can deposit cash at CVS for free.
Wow. I got a free keychain.
And I have a free bank account. Get started today at borrowmoney.com.
Grabs the rebound, pushes it ahead. Finds the open man. He puts it up. Scores.
Get better payouts this NBA playoffs on FanDuel. FanDuel, play your game.
When you dedicate your life to saving others, don't you deserve something dedicated to you? We think so. That's why the government chose AT&T to build FirstNet, a one-of-a-kind nationwide network for first responders. We put first responders first because their connection changes everything.
I'm a bit worried about Doug Jr. I know how important Liberty Mutual is to your family.
That customized car insurance to save people hundreds.
Right. Well, Doug Jr. keeps writing this.
Oh, this Junior. Well, at least he spelled insurance right, right?
He did not.
Only pay for what you need.
Air Jordan 1s going for just $69. You guys, are you kidding me?
If y'all love steals and deals, gotta check out Whatnot.
You can find insane deals on just about anything. Everything is live chat, you feel me? Brand new. Beautiful vintage condition. Congrats. This is what I bought for Whatnot. If you are not checking out Whatnot, you're missing out.
Welcome back. You're looking at Julian LeBlanc, 34 years old, out of Castanada, Quebec, Canada. He trains at Kill Club FC with his longtime friend and training partner, Aldrich. It's his UFC debut tonight for LeBlanc, former hockey goalie who found mixed martial arts as a teenager. And at long last, his UFC debut comes now as he emerges into the octagon to take on Robert Valentine. Fourth UFC appearance on the other side for the former finalist of The Ultimate Fighter. LeBlanc, 3 years older than Robert Valentine. Both middleweights are 6 feet 2 inches tall, 2.5-inch edge and reach. Eyes are the men's favorite, Valentine. Here's Joe Martinez.
Well, my friends, we are set to go with the next fight tonight. 3 rounds of the UFC middleweight division. Introducing you first, fighting out of the blue corner. This big puncher is 6 feet 2 inches tall. He rated at the middleweight limit 186 pounds. Then holds a record of 11 victories, 6 defeats, with 1 no contest. Fighting out of Zurich, Switzerland. Here is Robert Robzilla Valentine. And across the octagon, his opponent in the red corner. His background, Jeet Kune Do. At 6 feet 2 inches tall, he weighed in 185 pounds. In 12 fights, his record stands at 10 victories. With 2 defeats, he fights out of Castanada, Quebec, Canada. Here is Julien LeBlanc. And your referee in charge is Chris Desautel.
Chris Desautel's his second and last assignment of the night. Julian LeBlanc, the former hockey goalie when he was a teenager. Good friends with fellow.
All right, here we go.
Castanada, Quebec native John Gabriel Pajot, plays for the New York Islanders. LeBlanc is in black, Valentine is in white.
Valentine in white, LeBlanc in black.
Opposite stances here as LeBlanc stands southpaw. There's that head kick.
Loves to throw that left kick. A lot of times he'll take it to the body. And then
Oh, good kick to the body from LeBlanc.
Get the guard, his opponent moving.
Inside leg kick for Valentine. And again.
Another one.
And again.
Not 3 in a row. LeBlanc has got to address that.
Oh, LeBlanc just got cracked with the right hand. Takedown here for Valentine.
Valentine going to try to pass off.
Almost in full mount is Valentine.
He's right there.
He got it.
And what a start. Valentine. That's exactly what he was looking for.
LeBlanc in trouble.
Valentine with a nasty submission game too. If you remember back with the Ultimate Fighter, he won one of those fights by Castanada P-lock, which is such a cool submission.
Yeah, not easy to do. So he's on the Ultimate Fighter, both in the first round to get himself to the finals. Just hasn't shown that since coming into UFC, but he's off to a great start.
He's on the back of LeBlanc, looking for a rear naked. He's got it almost. Oh.
Just a terrible start to the night here for LeBlanc.
Yeah, LeBlanc so far occupying one hand, and he's going to try to block.
He's got the body triangle.
With the body triangle.
LeBlanc's in trouble here, Wales.
10 of his 11 wins, 7 of them by submission. And that looks like it's falling right now. It's just a face break right now. It's not under the chin, but this is no day.
It's almost under the chin here.
He's got a face crank right now. Sometimes it doesn't even matter depending on how.
Oh, he's got it. Face crank, he's got it. He got the face crank. He could get the submission if he squeezes enough.
3 full minutes too.
He's trying to tuck his chin in there, but you see Valentine really trying to get that hand.
He's got it.
Oh, he's holding the chin down.
Oh,
Very tight, very tight.
Tap.
There's the tap. Robert Valentine.
Got him with the rear naked.
Got what he was looking for. His first UFC win, it's a big one. Round 1 submission.
Wow.
He needed that one. He needed that one bad.
He was an exciting fighter and an engaging personality when he was on The Ultimate Fighter. When he needed to show it in the octagon, it's exactly what he did tonight.
Let's take a look at this work here. He's a finisher, man, and he did it again tonight. Worked right into mount as soon as he got his opponent down, right into mount, and immediately started to set up a back take right here, gets the hooks, gets both hooks in, and right away starts attacking the body triangle, starts attacking. He's using his strikes to open up the opportunities to sneak that choking hand in. He does so there, and eventually just too much for LeBlanc to handle, gets underneath the chin, and once it's underneath the chin, I mean, it's only a matter of fractions of seconds. Beautiful finish.
Is Dewey his coach too?
On his walk.
Valentine really emotional here.
Before fighting a Taylor Gauthier, it's a winner time for Robert Valentine after this.
Texas.
And now the moment Robert Valentine has been waiting a long time for. Here's Joe Martinez. Ladies and gentlemen,
Was he on a losing streak or something? Why is he so emotional?
2 minutes, 22 seconds, round number 1, declaring your winner from Zurich, Switzerland, Robert Valentine.
Wow.
Robert Valentine in the win column, sir. Congratulations on getting your hand raised here in the octagon. The emotion is pouring out of you. I know in that last fight week you went through an awful lot. How good does it feel to get your hand raised here tonight, my man?
I'm sorry, guys. I never try, but
Yeah, he was on a 3-fight losing streak in the UFC.
thank you, guys.
He just saved his job.
I dedicate this fight to my mom. She died in my last fight week. And I know she's watching.
Oh, his mom died his last fight.
I miss you. I worked so hard for this first win in the UFC, and I want to say thank you to all the guys that stood by me, even when I was down and no one believed in me. But big shout out to my coach. He picked me up and he said, "Let's work together." And I couldn't thank you more. And Myron, he came all the way here from Brazil, and we've been through so much. I cannot express how I feel right now, but I want to tell you guys always believe in yourself and keep working. It's worth it. This world is beautiful, and we all got so much here to share with each other in this cage, and that's why I also want to say thank you to my opponent for sharing the cage with me. And all respect to you Canadian guys, and man, I love to be here and fighting for you guys. I hope you're entertained. Thank you so much. Let's fucking go!
Robert, I think you deserve to take a look at your handiwork. I know I almost wanted to walk out here because that got me hyped up. But look up here at the big screen and take a look at your handiwork, because you worked hard to come in here and get another finish like that. A beautiful rear naked choke. It looked like you were trying to reinforce it, throw behind the head. Ultimately, it was palm to palm and you got the squeeze. Did you know this was going to be the path to victory here tonight?
Hey, guys. That's for the insiders. My grappling coach is Jason Manley, and shout out to this boy because we worked so hard on that rear naked choke. It was always a move that I liked, and we perfected it. And Jason, if you're watching at home, that's your work. Thank you, brother. From the bottom of my heart, love you.
Well, listen, congratulations on getting the W. Robert Valentine, ladies and gentlemen.
Good for him. Got to win for his late mother.
What a life moment for Rob Zilla. An emotional, heartfelt tribute to his late mother. Again, who passed away during fight week of his last fight against Sarakov.
Is Dewey from Canada?
Last year in July. Dedicates this win to her. His 8th first-round finish, his 8th career submission. He's finished 11 of 12. He's talked to us in the past about the depression he's faced after not getting his hand raised in the UFC, and he had great friends back home in Europe that said, you need to get back on the horse, get back to training.
No, he's from Cali.
Yes, Robert Valentine, a winner in Winnipeg tonight. All right, well, for Mike Milan, he's already living the dream, fighting in the UFC or fighting at home under the Canadian flag in a main event. That will be extra special. Tonight in the Octagon, again in front of his country, Milan doesn't just represent himself. He represents a chance to become the next great headliner from the true north on the biggest stage in the sport.
Canada has always been my home. This is the land that raised me. I love being Canadian. I love this country. I'm so proud of my country, you know, and super proud to fly the flag as I walk out to the Octagon. And it became like a bigger part of my identity because I was, you know, the Canadian guy on the team, and this is my, you know, a big part of who I am. And coming back here and getting to represent Canada, it's awesome. I love it.
Wow, what a left hook. That was beautiful. No waste of time.
This was a Canadian show. This was Canadian MMA coming back strong, baby.
It's so awesome to get to fight in front of the Canadian fans. Every time I get to fight in Canada in the UFC, it feels like a big celebration for Canadians. It feels like a big celebration for us.
55,000 in attendance tonight.
Hello, Canada. I love you guys.
Still, the Canadians 100%.
We can fight with anybody in the world, Canadians.
9 Canadian fighters set to compete tonight.
Canada's second luck charm.
There's always, you know, a good amount of other Canadians on the card, and it's cool to see those guys all come together and like get excited for one another. And it feels like they're my teammates on those fight cards. You just get that extra celebration, and you only get so many of these fights in life. For each one of them to just feel that much more important, it's really cool. Becoming UFC champion is my ultimate goal, and what's been driving me. I want to pursue greatness. What's greater than becoming UFC welterweight world champion? Really confident. Such a privilege to be able to fight in the main event and represent my country.
No one thing, Canada. I stand on guard for thee.
Well, by the numbers, he was a huge prospect into his appearance on the Contender Series, made quick work with his opponent to get the contract, and he has largely done that in the UFC. Right now, he's on a 3-fight win streak, including his last win over Kevin Holland in Vancouver, to earn this chance tonight in the headliner against Gilbert Burns and a chance to get back inside the top 15. Mike Malott has finished 11 of his 13 wins, and even stripped 5 and 6 by knockout and submission. Moisenko, Paul Feldman, Brennan Fitzgerald, Octagon side, and he's got a huge opportunity tonight. And he's just such a well-rounded fighter, and if you like fighters with raw and real emotion, that's why the fans have gotten behind him. But in terms of his skills, he's got all of that as well.
Well, you really nailed it. I mean, he's incredibly well-rounded, and everything he does is, as his name would indicate, very proper. Here, he's weathering the storm for Mickey Gall. Sees that his right hand got a little bit lazy there, and he's going to land this left hook. And I tell you what, the left hook of Mike Malott is one of his very best weapons. Puts Mickey face first into the canvas, follows it up, and that is all she wrote for Mickey Gall in that fight. Now, against Adam Fugit, watch here. He's in a step southpaw. Land the right hand first, but again, it's the left hook, this time from southpaw, and follows it up. This is beautiful here. I just could geek out about this thing. Look at this guillotine. It's an arm guillotine, but is it really? Not exactly. He's got his hand in a no-arm guillotine position. He's supporting with the elbow so that even when he loses his supporting grip, which he will here in just a second, it doesn't matter. That was essentially a one-arm guillotine. Still got it done. And then against Charles Radke, watch here. Watch for the angles as he goes in. Left hand, right hand, but it's this angle off and the left hook that comes again on that angle that is just a thing of beauty. Mike Malott just so dangerous when he gets his hands going.
Yeah, he is so slick in that boxing department. Really dangerous, really powerful. And again, you talk about jiu-jitsu, like this guy on this table. He's second to none. Really slick. You see here, always working on his whole overall game plan. Really good wrestling. Unbelievable jiu-jitsu. And again, just has that energy inside of the octagon to go out there and get it done. And I think when he lost to Neil Magny in a fight that he was pretty much dominating up until that point, I think he truly learned valuable lessons in that. And he's changed his game plan. We're going to learn a whole lot more against another veteran like Gilbert Burns, who's been battle-tested over and over again. This is a 5-round fight. If it goes into the deep waters, we're going to see how much did he learn from that fight against Neil Magny.
Yeah, he talked about that this week against the best fighters in the world, which is where he is now in terms of opponents he's going to get. You have to stay poised. You can't just go forward and throw fight-ending punches all the time. You have to stay a bit smart. Gilbert Burns on the other side, Paul. Crazy to think all the way back to when he was on lightweight, because he moved up to welterweight in 2019. He stayed there and he fought for a championship, of course, against his longtime friend Kamaru Usman in 2021. Now he wants to show levels to this game, right? That age-old saying. He has said that this week in what he plans to do.
Yeah, and you see there, the right kick, he's also well-versed in everything. Here against Jack Della Maddalena, he was having a lot of success attacking this single leg. Gets it to the ground, but look at that. As soon as Jack goes to get up, throws that hook in, transitions to the back. Look at the timing on that double leg there. Cuts the angle, drives forward with tons of pressure, and gets that takedown. And here's the footwork from Gilbert Burns. Look, I'm going to come on in. Come into my house. I got nothing for you. I'm just being passive here. Psych, I'm going to land this massive right elbow counterattack against Jack Della Maddalena. And it's just nasty right across the face. And here, just standard Gilbert Burns attack. Gets in, big right hand, right into the body lock, uses his power and his strength, gets the takedown, and then from here, you know it's a wrap. Once he gets into this top position, starts using the ground and pound to ultimately force Magny to guard, which opens up the arm triangle submission finish for Cerrillo Burns.
Such a dangerous skill set, honestly. He can get it done anywhere. And that has allowed him to have this success at welterweight for so incredibly long. He's just been fighting the best of the best. We talked to him, though, in fighter meetings. He knows that the shadows are lengthening on his career, right? He knows that the end is closer than the beginning, and had to have a lot of serious conversations with himself, with his coaches, with his family, on the back of a handful of fights with results that he didn't want. But he always said, I figured out, I just love fighting. Yeah,
We're just breaking down the main event fight later. We still have one more prelim coming up in a couple minutes.
Who will try to defend his home turf for a 4th straight win against Cerrillo Burns. This card begins at 8 Eastern only on Paramount Plus. Feature prelims on deck. Do not expect a backward step from either one of these featherweights. Dennis Pizzuti has long-term national scoring in the Rockaway Philly. He says he believes he's found the style that will make him a winner, just like the champions he shares the training match with. No skill by Bozer is on the other side of his UFC debut. All you gotta know is this Brazilian has 17 wins, 16 on the pump in round 1. Two aggressive featherweights will have the prelims. Try to do so in exciting style as we continue to win it. Stay with us.
Making sure that goal did not receive any unnecessary blows. It's a 4th straight loss for Mickey Gall. DC, I think after a fight, I made it with his rocky body. First couple of chances just to do me down.
Better payouts this NBA playoffs on FanDuel. FanDuel, play your game. $10 for large, $10 for any 3 toppings, $10 for your choice.
$10 for PG toppings, $10 for
Deep Waters, a new UFC podcast hosted by T. Thomas alongside UFC legends Horth.
All right, later, bro.
Dustin Poirier and Chris Weidman catch it live every Monday at noon Eastern on the UFC on Paramount Plus YouTube channel, and stream every episode on Paramount Plus and wherever you get your podcasts. All right, featured prelim is next. And what a scene in Brazil for Marcio Barbosa. He had not seen his father in 4 years. He said he'd return home when he fulfilled his dream of fighting at the highest level. He surprised his dad with the news of a UFC contract earned by his win on Dana White's Contender Series. Just part of what makes MMA special and that show so special. And now he will break in that contract after 16 of those 17 pro wins have been finished in the first round. But Dennis Buzukja returns to action with designs on leveraging his UFC experience as he faces off with Dana White's Contender Series Season 9 graduate Marcio Barbosa.
A longtime teammate and training partner of former UFC champions Aljamain Sterling and Merab Dvalishvili, Dennis Buzukja has been patiently waiting to make his return to the action.
Are you from New York?
Tonight, the two-time Dana White's Contender Series competitor aims to kick off his 2026 campaign in style as he welcomes Brazilian Marcio Barbosa to the UFC. A first-round stoppage win last August against David Wilson punched Barbosa's ticket to the UFC and extended the 27-year-old's winning streak to 4. Now he looks to continue his winning ways as he steps into the octagon for the very first time. Coming up next, Dennis the Great Buzukja takes on Marcio Tikoto Barbosa.
What are you doing?
I'm trying to stretch my leg as much as possible.
No, you can just join Borrow and borrow up to $250 on day one.
Seriously, on day one?
Yep, on day one. Plus, there's no credit check, and you get a full 30 days to pay it back.
Wow.
That's way easier than trying to do that. Sure is. Borrow, the bank that puts money in your pocket. You want to get some food? Yeah, I want to get some food. Come on, got to.
Slicker is the sports super app. It pays to know sports. Pick more or less on top players. Discount pick available from new users. So start winning now. Pick anytime across all sports, pregame or live. Over 13 million users are already on Sleeper. Make your picks count and score up to 1,000 times your cash. Download Sleeper today for a new user offer. Get $20 entry credit. No deposit. Just sign up and pick.
You want to put all this chicken in this box and give it to people for how little?
Oh, my chicken for too loud. Eat words, money guy. The new value feast is here at KFC. Get it today, starting at $7.
Total power doesn't just happen. You have to make it happen. And it begins with a network as powerful as you. With Total Wireless, you have the power with America's best 5G network. So you can seize every opportunity without hesitation. Get a free Samsung S25 FE with Galaxy AI. You have total power. There's no slowing you down. Switch to Total Wireless. That's a total power move.
The NBA postseason is coming to Prime.
Welcome to the game.
It all tips off with the SoFi NBA Play-In Tournament. Watch all 6 games exclusively on Prime. Then the first round of the NBA playoffs presented by Google starts with the triple header on Prime. The NBA postseason begins with the SoFi Play-In Tournament, only on Prime.
Nothing stops Brad. That means we deliver knockouts.
All right, well, there's nobody here. I'll catch you guys tomorrow for the Mets game. 2:20 tomorrow.